In Islam, a Nafl prayer, a supererogatory prayer, is a type of optional Muslim salah. As with sunnah prayer, they are not considered obligatory but are thought to confer extra benefit on the person performing them. An example is the offering of duha prayers. According to the following hadith, Nafl not only draws one closer to God but also helps one attain the better success in the afterworld, i.e. paradise. Rabbi ibn Malik al-Islami reported that the Prophet said, "Ask." Rabbi said, "I ask of you to be your companion in paradise." The Prophet said, "Or anything else?" Rabbi said, "That is it." The Prophet said to him, "Then help me by making many prostrations." Tahiyatul wudu. Tahiyatul wudu is the Nafl prayer after doing wudu. Abu Hurairah narrates that once Muhammad asked Bilal at Fajr Salah, "O Bilal, tell me the deed of yours which is most hopeful after embracing Islam, for I heard your footsteps in front of me in paradise." Bilal replied, "I have not done anything extraordinary except that whenever I perform wudu during the day and night, I salah after that. As much as was written are granted for me." Abu Hurairah narrated that Muhammad said to Bilal, "Tell me about the most hopeful act you have done since your acceptance of Islam, because I heard the sound of the steps of your shoes in front of me in paradise." Bilal said, "I do not consider any act more hopeful than that whenever I make ablution at any time of night today, I offer salah for as long as was destined for me to offer. After completion of the wudu of 2 rakats is full of blessings." It is related in the hadith that performance of the 2 rak'ah of tahiyatul wudu namaz makes paradise obligatory for the performer. There are also many other benefits. It should not be performed during the improper times. Tahajjud prayer. Tahajjud prayer is said to be the most rewarding supererogatory prayer. The time begins in the midnight when one wakes up and performs this salah at midnight or any time at night before the Fajr salah. It is said that Allah listens and fulfills every wish an individual does at midnight as he comes on the first sky. He is the nearest at the time. Tahajjud prayer has 12 rakats or more or less if one wants. Ishraq prayer. The time for the Ishraq prayer begins 10 to 20 minutes after sunrise and consists of 2 rak'ahs. Praying Ishraq is considered to yield greater rewards than performing the lesser Umrah according to some traditions. According to majority of scholars of hadith and fiqh, duha prayer and al-Ishraq prayer are all names of the same salah. It is a recommended prayer without any fixed number of rak'ahs, and its time proper starts a little after sunrise and extends up to the time of the declining of the sun from the meridian. A minority of scholars, however, have made a distinction between al-Ishraq prayer and duha prayer. According to them, al-Ishraq prayer is done after sunrise while duha prayer is done much later. Imam Ibn al-Qayyim has cited the various views about the importance of this prayer. Some say that one should not exaggerate its importance, and therefore do it only sparingly and not consistently, while others insist that it should be performed consistently. Muhammad is reported to have said, "He who performs Fajr salah with Jamaat and remains seated in the same place while engaging in dhikr until after sunrise and thereafter performs 2 rak'ah Nafl salah, he will obtain the thawab of 1 Hajj and 1 Umrah." In another hadith, Muhammad also is reported to have said that Allah says, "O son of Adam, perform 4 rak'ah of salah in the early part of the day. It shall help you in accomplishing all your responsibilities during the rest of the day." As for the precise intention to be formulated while praying duha prayer or al-Ishraq prayer or others, there is no hard and fast rule to follow. Since it is an optional prayer, it is enough to say in one's mind that one is praying Nafl, a sunnah of duha or Ishraq. One may perform any number of rak'ahs from a minimum of 2 rak'ahs up to preferably 8 rak'ahs. Duha prayer. Duha prayer begins after sunrise and ends at meridian and is generally thought to include at least 2 rak'ahs, though in some traditions the number is 4 or even 12. It is generally prayed when 1/4 of the day has passed. According to the Sunni thought, performing this prayer is believed to be effective in seeking forgiveness for one's sins. Shash prayer. Shash prayer begins when the sun rises at 4:15 in the morning, and it ends before the time of duha prayer. It has been said that the one who performs Shash Nafls has a reward of 1 castle of gold in Jannah, i.e. 1 Shash prayer equals 1 gold castle. Hazrat Fatima used to be regular in this supererogatory prayer. The supererogatory morning prayer has been narrated from Muhammad, through paths that have reached mass narration levels, from 19 to over 30 companions, according to Imam al-Tabari, al-Attain and Amda al-Qari, al-Haytami, al-Munawi, and al-Qari in Shar al-Shama'i, Ibn Hajar in Fath al-Bari, al-Qahtani in Nazm al-Mutanathir, and as per the monographs compiled by al-Hakim and al-Suyuti, as well as the recensions of Abu Ziyad al-Iraqi and Tar al-Tathrab, Ibn al-Qayyim in Zad al-Ma'ad and al-Shawkani in Nail al-Awtar. According to the vast majority of the ulama of the Salaf and Khalaf, it is a desirable and recommended prayer. 4 rak'ah sunnah of Zuhr. Muhammad is reported to have said that whoever performs the 4 rak'ah before and after the Zuhr salah with constancy, Allah Ta'ala makes the fire of hell haram for him. Muhammad is reported to have said that after the worshipper prays the 4 rak'ah of Zuhr salah, the doors of heaven are opened, i.e., the salah becomes accepted by Allah, and the cause of its acceptance comes down on the worshipper as rays of mercy. 4 rak'ah sunnah of Asr. Muhammad said, "May Allah have mercy on the one who offers 4 before Asr prayer." Tahiyatul Masjid. Abu Qatada narrated that Muhammad said, "If any one of you enters a mosque, he should pray 2 rak'ats before sitting." Narrated by al-Bukhari and Muslim. This is a 2 rak'ah Nafl prayer which one should perform as one enters the masjid and on proper times. Salat al-Nafl, or voluntary prayer offered by Muhammad, are known as sunnah prayers. Muhammad offered these Nafl prayers on a regular basis, 2 rak'ahs before the obligatory fajr prayers, 4 rak'ahs before and 2 rak'ahs after the obligatory duha prayers, 2 rak'ahs after the obligatory maghrib prayers, 2 rak'ahs after the obligatory Isha prayers. The tahajjud are late-night prayers ending with the witr prayer, the ishraq prayers after the sun has risen completely, the duha prayers which are prayed an hour or 2 after the ishraq prayers. Names. The supererogatory morning prayer has many names. Among them, Salat al-Duha, Sibhat al-Duha, Sibha meaning a supererogatory prayer in general, and Duha meaning morning, mid-morning, or late morning. This is the name that reoccurs the most in the narrations. It is the late morning prayer when the sun is very hot. The reason for this name is that one leaves dunya at the time to return to Allah Most High and makes up for the night prayer that he missed. Hence Salat al-Duha is even more stressed for those who missed tahajjud and is its replacement. Salat al-Awabin is the prayer of the oft-returning, as specified by Muhammad, and is offered between Maghrib prayer and Isha prayer. Salat al-Ishraq is the sunrise prayer, or the prayer performed very shortly after sunrise. Salat al-Fath is the victory prayer, as it was established that Muhammad prayed it the morning he entered Makkah, and this has become the sunnah of military leaders upon entering a newly conquered region. Khawf. The word khawf means fear. Khawf is a type of prayer that is prayed during time of fear. This prayer was performed by Muhammad in the Battle of Uhud. It is considered to be a substitute for normal prayers while on a battlefield.